Hi everyone, DJ Lit here. Welcome to shows my animals I got in Lego Worlds, part 11. Over the last part of shows my animals I got in Lego Worlds, I have shown was the brown pony, the black rabbit, the orange rabbit, the purple rabbit, the yellow rabbit, and the dark brown rabbit. If you got in trouble with the last part of shows my animals I got in Lego Worlds, maybe go check that part out before this one. But today, animals I'm showing for this part is the blue rabbit, or I like to call it the light blue rabbit, the gray rabbit, the light brown rabbit, the white rabbit, the ghostly rat, and the field mouse. So these are animals I am showing in shows my animals I got in Lego Worlds. So I'll wait no time as always. Let's get into this. And also, if you got in trouble with the today's poll, by the way, maybe go check that poll out for Disney princesses. So today's Disney princess poll was, who is your favorite Disney princess villain in this list? So these are the four lists, in my opinion, by the way. Is the Mother Gothel from Rapunzel, Ursula from Little Mermaid, Evil Queen from Snow White, and Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. And I'm telling you what, I saw earlier that one of you guys picked Evil Queen, which I'm gonna lie, pretty much can probably a little bit see that. Ursula, pretty much see that too. But Gaston was not on my bingo card list. I was not expecting people to pick Gaston. Here's the thing, I didn't even know Gaston was a villain in Beauty and the Beast. I didn't even know that. I just found that on Lee, just like round, like while I was doing like most of the poll. I was like searching like, is Gaston mostly a villain and mostly Beauty and the Beast? And pretty much he is. And I didn't even know that, by the way. So Lee, like about like a few minutes in like Lee in like the movie, he's Lee the villain. Like this whole entire like, I guess, just handsome, I guess Chad. I'm just gonna call him pretty much just Chad. Just pretty much trying to like get Belle, and pretty much he was the villain. So that is very something, by the way. But in my list, all pretty much had to pick for Disney Princess villain, in my opinion, it'd probably be Mother Gothel. Why? Because this woman, and I forgot how crazy this woman was, is that, I don't know if it's just crazy or not, but imagine you using some random long girl's hair to make yourself younger. Literally cutting just a random, like, literally Rapunzel hair to make yourself younger. I don't know if that sounds crazy or not, but that sounds crazy to me, by the way. So that's why I probably picked from that list, because she's probably like, at least like probably like top third or second villains from Lily, like, mostly like Disney villains, but I guess you probably just put like, I guess like top first or second for Disney princess villains. But still, that's all I want to say for that one. But let's go ahead and get this started, because I'm mostly literally running out of time. Not really, but here we go. The blue rabbit. Now I don't have to explain about mostly the blue rabbit, especially like the other rabbits, because they're basically the same thing. But I tell you what, I have never seen a light blue rabbit before. I mean, it looks pretty much cute though. It's a cute little blue rabbit when I put it in first person. I mean, I really can say the rabbits, they all pretty much, the same thing. They pretty much, they pretty much eat carrots, pretty much sleep, pretty much, I guess, in like, around the, I guess around like mostly like in caves, or maybe probably like around the trees. So that's pretty all I can say for mostly blue rabbits, or should I say like blue rabbits. So blue rabbit, I'll give you about an A, because since you're mostly just like, a light blue rabbit, and pretty much, light blue is my favorite color. So 8 out of 10. So 8 out of 10 it is. Alright, next one is the gray rabbit. Same thing. Same thing about these rabbits. I'll tell you what, this is this is probably the most fast talk of me talking about most of these rabbits. I'll tell you one thing. Has anyone ever had a pet rabbit before? I don't know if I said it a lap or not, but most of all, I have never seen someone had a pet rabbit before, like, at all. Like, that is mostly very something. I mean, having a pet rabbit would probably be like the most very interesting, like, animal to have, because I know people probably like have like dogs and cats as animals, but why have like a cute little like rabbit? I don't think rabbits are really like harmless at all. I mean, if you say like a kangaroo being like a dangerous animal, I don't really see that. I mean, unless they just kicking you. I mean, I guess, but a rabbit, not really. I mean, they just jump around, eat carrots, and pretty much sleep. So that's all I can pretty much say for the gray rabbit. At the same for the most of the other rabbits. So this one be a 7 out of 10. So 7 out of 10 is. Next one, the light brown rabbit. Same thing. Beaver, the same thing I pretty much said for this one, so this one isn't gonna be any different. I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen a gray rabbit or a brown rabbit before, so that's very something. So yeah, that's all I can say for most for this one. So light brown rabbit, 7 out of 10. All right, next one is the white rabbit. Now, these rabbits are very common actually, and I know you don't really see rabbits at all in general, but most of all, white rabbits are like one of the most common animals or common rabbits you can pretty much see literally in the woods. I mean, I don't know what type of type of area would they be sleeping at literally in the woods. It's gotta be literally in caves because that's all I can think for most of for white rabbits. But I'll tell you what, I like the white rabbits. They're pretty much pretty much cute. They're pretty like one of the most one of the most adorable color animals I ever seen, by the way. Especially all you're pretty you pretty much can pretty much see most of the white rabbits can pretty much see mostly often, by the way. So that's all I can pretty much say for most of the white rabbits. So white rabbits, I'll pretty much give you about 8 as well, 8 out of 10, because you're literally the most common rabbit you've ever seen. So 8 out of 10 it is. All right, next one is the ghostly rat. All right, now I never seen a ghost rat before, which I don't think there's a such thing as a ghost rat. But most of all, I literally never counted a rat in general. I mean, people have counted rats mostly mostly in real life, but for me, I have never seen a rat in my house ever. Like, all I've seen from mostly in my house is mostly cockroaches. And I'm telling you what, I'd rather be afraid rat than a cockroaches, because cockroaches are not my favorite. Well, even though they're really just insects, or should I say mostly nasty bugs, but I really do not like them. I don't. But most of all, a rat, I don't know, because most of all, yeah, rats are pretty, just, disgusting animals too. Nope, not trying to be hurtful, by the way. But I'm just saying, as just give you an example of a cockroach and a rat. Now, like I said before, I don't have mostly rats around here, so I'm not entirely sure mostly if a rat ever gonna appear up in my house, or sound like I'm so scared. No, I'm not entirely sure if I'm ever gonna count a rat in my house. But I'll tell you one thing, where's the ghostly rat at? The ghostly rat, though, I feel like this just like a regular rat, just pretty much just being as a ghost, and that's all I can say to mostly for a rat. But I don't think I'm ever gonna counter a rat everywhere I live at, especially in my house. So that's all I can really say for most of the rat. So the ghostly rat, I can probably give you about probably about 7 out of 10. I don't think I ever gonna count you guys at all in real life. But if I do, then yeah, I don't know how you can get a rat's attention. I'm guessing probably getting them cheese or something like that. And the last one is the field mouse. Now, I never heard of a field mouse before, but I'm pretty much sure it's just, just a regular mouse, even though it looks like a rat. Now, mouse, I've never counted a mouse before at all. I've never seen a mouse most in my walls, at all, once. If you have known me, by the way, I never really talk about, any type of bugs or insects, or basically where I live at, by the way, at all. But a mouse, I don't think I see a mouse being dangerous, especially a rat. I mean, I don't know. Well, I mean, a rat can bite you. I know that it can give you I guess I don't know if I can say this or not, but rabies. I mean, like I said, I never counted a rat, so I have no idea. But most of all, a mouse, not really. I don't think I see a mouse being mostly dangerous. I mean, all they be doing is just getting food and just heading back to a hideout. They lead just lead like a thief animal. Just a thief animal that barely just want to steal food. They barely just like ants, by the way. But a field mouse I never heard of, by the way, at all. I mean, I'm guessing they're just like any type of mouse, by the way, just like the same thing. So that's all I got pretty much say for most of the mouses. But they are pretty much cute, mostly in Lego World. So I do like how they pretty much made them in Lego World, especially the rat. But like I said, that's all I can pretty much say for mostly for the field mouse. So the field mouse, I'm gonna give you about an 8. So 8 out of 10 it is. Alright, so let's see. So we have an 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, and 8 out of 10. Very, very interesting raid from mostly all this. Never expected to, you know, do more raids on more like rabbits, especially from mostly like, you know, a rat and a mouse. But still, this one's pretty much a very interesting one to do right here. So over around next week, I'll be showing is the white mouse and one of those I don't know what I can really call them, by the way. I have no idea what I can really call them, by the way. I might have to give them a name till like next week. So I'll be showing Boulder Racks, Fire Rocks, Galactic Tur, Meltrox, and Surphenix. So these are, I guess you could say, mostly one animal and mostly 3 just powerful rock monsters. Yeah, I have to give them a name pretty much around next week to really call them. But these are the guys I am showing for over next week. I'll show some animals I got in Lego Worlds. But yeah, but what everyone, I'm going to go ahead and end off right here. If y'all enjoy, sure you know what to do. So, I'll see y'all tomorrow afternoon in the next video. Bye.